I don't know if this is a purposeful pattern filmmakers have started, but between Poor Things last year and now Anora, I cannot wait to see what twisted, rated R version of a classic Disney fairy tale story 2025 brings us. My name is Ren, and this is my review of Anora. Welcome back, film family, and thank you for joining me for one of my very last reviews of 2024 to finally discuss Anora, where we follow Anora, a young sex worker from Brooklyn who gets her chance at a Cinderella story when she meets and impulsively marries the son of an oligarch. But once the news reaches Russia, her fairy tale is threatened as the parents of her now husband set out for New York to get the marriage annulled. By the time I first watched Anora at the London Film Festival, I couldn't help but have witnessed all the loud praises it had been showered with since its world premiere back at the Cannes Film Festival. And if I'm entirely honest, for the first hour of Anora, I was entertained, but thoroughly unimpressed. It features all the trademarks of a Sean Baker film. It's a chaotic and vivacious exploration of the American dream, this time through themes of adult independence and the reward of hard work. But it is very much a surface level story of liberation, with people doing each other, doing drugs on each other, and doing each other while on drugs. It's a chain reaction of bad decisions that, for that first hour, leads nowhere. But that's the trick that Sean Baker plays on you, as all at once, through a fantastic real-time sequence that is one of the best I have ever seen, the film completely transforms into something else entirely. And from then, it becomes a stressful, loud, and sweet misadventure filled with plenty of gut-punching laughs that I could not get enough of. This is classic Sean Baker. He loves playing tricks on his audience, feeling like it's going nowhere. And like I said, from the beginning, he has a distinct style. This film has some of the best needle drops I have heard all year. And through that 20 minutes real-time sequence that completely transforms the movie, that is basically a movie in and of itself. It's a home invasion that from then goes into all the unexpected directions you cannot think of. And Mikey Madison is absolutely fantastic in this. She is a revelation. She radiates so much star power and at the same time, so much vulnerability. It's a character that you see transform as she reveals all these hidden layers to it. But despite Anora's apparent lack of compelling qualities, you are infectiously watching someone going through all the recklessness and impulsiveness that you expect and that we all might have gone through in our 20s, as it's the right age to do all these bad decisions, where she seeks this refuge from being an escort, from going home to a miserable life where there is no empathy, no love between her and her sister, who is not even on screen at any point in this film. It's a lonely existence, and while at first she goes with this dude because he's rich, it's her job, she can make money off of him, she generally begins caring for him, and that's when it becomes a fairy tale where she gets everything that she wants, but she also gets support. She gets empathy. She gets a shoulder to be vulnerable on. And that's when we begin to see the layers of this character. It soon stops being about money and it twists itself into this story of control and seeking liberation. Just when the fairy tale seems real, it turns into an absolute nightmare where her proverbial shackles are tighter than they ever were before she met this dude. This entire cast is phenomenal, and I refuse to butcher everyone's names around Mikey Madison because all these characters are, I believe, Russian and Hungarian. But there's one character named Igor that doesn't really stand out throughout most of this film. but then becomes one of the most crucial characters for this film to work. His perspective is crucial for Sean Baker to bring the point across that he wants to bring through this story. And because of that seemingly directionless first hour, I can't really say I'm as enamored with Anora as everyone else is, including a lot of my very good friends. But once that home invasion happens, and we're taken on this crusade throughout Brooklyn and Long Island, and witness just NYC become a character that has a presence in this film, Anora turns into an absolutely engrossing, compelling, immensely entertaining, and satisfying whirlwind of chaos from the beginning of that home invasion till the very end. I was riveted. I was almost in tears at points, and just in the next second, I was belly laughing out loud. This is such a funny movie, and while I don't think you can actually describe it as a comedy, this is actually a really heavy drama when you begin to look into the hidden layers of this film. But you are so engrossed in this story because, apart from its principal cast, with Anora and the three people that she goes on the hunt for her husband with throughout New York City, everyone else in this film are people that they just caught in the moment. So you're just witnessing scenes that people improved all the way through, and that is very much a Sean Baker sensibility as a director. He loves to capture these real moments, and watching the film, they truly feel authentic. You feel like a fly on the wall witnessing all these crazy things happen in one day. And just when you think things cannot get crazier, they get crazier. It gets even more insane. And because you're on this journey that completely would break you down, would break any regular person down, you see all these characters tear down their barriers a little bit, and you look back on the rest of the film and you just see layers to people where people are complex and they hurt each other and they hurt themselves even without needing to. And like I said, Mikey Madison, she is a bombastic presence to watch. You genuinely cannot take her eyes off her. And in a performance that is so risque, so in your face, so abrasive, because she isn't necessarily the most likable character, but witnessing the vulnerability that she exposes to the camera, to the screen, as this story, this crazy, insane story unravels. Because everything else feels so in the moment, so does she, and so does a performance thanks to a great script that just allows her to feel so comfortable and so in her element. Like I said, despite this being the character that it is, despite this being the story that it is. It's as crazy as you've heard, it's as funny as you've heard, but it leaves you with a gut punch of an ending that I totally didn't expect. And I cannot wait to see what Sean Baker does next. Like I said at the start of this video, I want more of these films that basically break down these fairy tales that we've been told as children. We now got a twisted Cinderella story. Last year we got a twisted, I don't know, Frankenstein's Bride or a little bit of Beauty and the Beast with Poor Things. I want to see more stories like this. So now it's time for you to start the conversation about Anora in the comments below. What was your favorite moment? Did you see any of the things that actually happened in this film happening as you were witnessing the first hour of Anora? Let me know your favorite needle drop as well. This is a great collection of needle drops that I cannot wait to discuss. If you're enjoying this review, there's many more like it right up here. Or if you want to just stick around to talk more movies and TV with me, this is the place to be. Consider clicking that subscribe button and you won't miss any future conversations on your favorite movies and TV. Anora is a sensual and riveting deconstruction of the Cinderella fantasy come to life. And Sean Baker's unique, in-the-moment energy and vision makes it an infectiously funny and poignant tale of self-discovery. I'm giving Anora a B+. Thank you so much for watching, Film Family. Remember to start the conversation about Anora in the comments below. I have 2 more reviews for you to end 2024 on a high note, including Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and I cannot wait to see you in those. So until then, love each other and love the movies.